Hi everyone, my name is Enma and welcome to my first Live2D tutorial. I have already used Live2D for 2 years and in that meantime I become Live2D Grand Prix winner of Creative Award 2018. When I first started, I was learning Live2D to make my art move. And now, I am lucky enough to make a living as a full-time freelance Live2D animator. Live2D can be used if you want to make a VTuber or make sprites for a game. But it's important to follow production standard. As an artist and Live2D user, I want to share how to make a right Photoshop model to Live2D production. In this tutorial, I will show you an overview on what needs to be done before importing your model to Live2D. Some of the explanation may be a bit short, but each part will be covered in detail in a later episode of the series. Live2D is only able to read Photoshop data. For anything else, you need to export an PSD. Please remember, the accepted file type is 8-bit PSD. You can check that at Menu, Image, Mode. The canvas max size is roughly 5000 by 8000 pixel size. When your imported data is too large, the confirmation dialog will pop up automatically. Lower the art quality for less powerful computer. This will not affect the final quality results. You can change the view quality from Menu, Show, Display Quality. When you draw the model, it's better to center the image in the canvas, especially if you have symmetrical character art. It will be easier to arrange the fabric setup. For example, if you put your character model in the rack of canvas, when you export to fabric, it will display the model in the right side of the layer. You might be able to reposition the model, but the technical correct method is to put it in the center from the start. Let's say we start with single PNG illustration. To be able to make a character move in Live2D, we need to divide and separate some parts from the picture. For example, would be the face part, hair part, and body parts. Also, we have to fill in the void. For example, the back of the hair. If you rig the character without filling the void, once the character turns, you see void space. This is why we will need to render this part. Remember to merge the line and color layer. If you separate the layer, it will become a mess when making the parameter in Live2D. Either lines, color, effect, clipping, if it's on the same part, example cloud part, it must be on the same layer. Actually, you can separate the light or shadow for creative effect, but let's learn the basic first. You can see another example of separating asset in Live2D. Downloads sample data. One important thing is always check pixel dirt. Clean all small dots and lines that do not belong here, as you cannot delete those dots in Live2D. Live2D can only read multiple layer and luminosity layer for layer effect. Anything else worth not displayed in Live2D. Merge those with the part before you import. You can use clipping mask, but it needs to be arranged manually. Let's do that right now. First, go to Inspector, copy ID name from your object layer, and go to ABL layer. Go to Inspector and paste to clipping ID. You can also do this to many layers at the same time. Copy the ID and hold Ctrl, right-click to all layers you want to be clipping, and paste them to the clipping ID. Now all inverted to same object. Complicated models can have more than 100 parts, so separate your model data properly, name and make folders for all parts. Drawing order is important. For example, hair folder should be in front of face folder. Back hair should be behind face, but not the body. When naming body parts by side, we name them by perspective of the model. This is considered as technical standard if you're creating Live 2D product for enterprise usage. You can make a grid sketch for your character, like this. The key is have clear form. It does not need to be perfect. Especially when you are deciding on how to rig the facial expression. To determine the shape of expression, example closed eye, smiling mouth, etc. Thanks for watching and hope to see you in my next episode.